Okay, today we're going to compare Violetta with Joe Kovacs in the rotational shot put. She's got a couple of videos here on the left. Let's just let them run through real quick. Okay. I'm going to point out some things as we go along and compare you to Joe Kovacs here. Here we're coming out of the windup. It's good. See the left knee drop down. I'd like to see the shoulders a little more level here. You got the left shoulder dipping down, but it's not too bad. You've got the bent right leg here, your sweep leg, and you're kicking it, it straightens, almost straightens right about here. Looks like it's totally straightens right about here. All right, let's take a look at Joe Kovacs. Got the bent right leg, comes up, he straightens it way back here. See as he enters? He's got the long left arm. He's got the level shoulders. He's got the straight right leg back here. When you get to the right arm, 6 o'clock position there, you can see your right leg back there still bent. But anyway, let's continue on. You straighten it out right about here. Now what is really important is you've got this long left arm, this long right leg, because you're trying to create as much inertia as possible by having your limbs out as far away from the center of your body as possible. Okay, but then you got to shorten this right leg right here. See the knee and the foot. This foot's got to stay under this knee. It's going to start to bend right here. Okay. He comes up and he brings the foot under the knee, and he bends as he lands. Now you just kind of have like a pendulum motion here with this right leg. It doesn't really bend back at the knee again here, see? You keep it kind of straight. So you want to enter into the circle and bend that knee right about here just as you come off. Okay? What that shortening of this leg here is going to do is it's going to rotate you around faster. Now the next thing is, you can see, watch Joe Kovacs' right foot here. See how he hooks it in back toward the back of the circle again? And you see where his left leg is as soon as the right toe lands. His left leg is out here. Here's 9 o'clock. It's out here past 9, past 8, maybe even at 7. So he's really whipping that left foot around. Okay, let's see the moment your right toes land. Okay, you see where the left foot is? Way back here still. Okay, when you hook that right foot in and you hook that right hip, this left hip and this left leg, you've got to come with it. Now watch Joe Kovacs here. See how he turns and that left leg comes with him as he turns his hips fully to the front of the circle. See how it moves all together? Okay, so don't just land with the right foot trying to get that down here and leaving the left foot behind. You do a good job on this video keeping the left knee down. I like that. I was thinking before that you were extending upward a little bit too much, but I don't really see that here. You're coming off of the bent left leg. Okay. The motion of your left leg is almost a linear path from here to here, from the back to the front. It's very quick. It's very straight. Where Joe Kovacs, he'll come around and you'll see him actually rotate that along this axis from his hip to his knee. He's kind of using that to rotate this left foot around. Okay, so it's not coming around and as straight as a motion. Okay, he's got the leg horizontal here. Okay, you see how high you bring your foot up right here, past the knee, way up high. That's going to delay the foot landing a little bit. Usually when that happens, this foot will land too far over to the right, but your foot looks perfect. It looks good. You've got a good heel-toe relationship here. But I think what you miss out on is this left foot helping you to rotate this right foot on the ground. See how the right foot lands and it doesn't turn? See the motion of it? It's just straight, pointing back at 12 o'clock, the back of the circle. So you don't turn it, okay, the whole time. So you're really just kind of driving linearly across without and losing that rotation of your hips and this left foot and the right foot, especially in the knee, turning. Okay. Take a look at Joe Kovacs's right foot as he lands. It hooks, lands, watch the foot turn the whole time. Okay. See, it never stops rotating. Okay. This is like you probably saw on Arete Throws Nation. This motion that you have here is called the backing in, where you kind of back in, and it brings your, see your hip is coming off this foot, so you're not able to rotate as much or as fast. It even looks like your heel at this point right here hits the ground. Now watch Joe Kovacs again. See the heel is off the ground the whole time as he turns. And watch how he keeps this hip on top right over the foot, okay? So he can rotate quickly. See that? He doesn't shift his hips forward. He keeps this a little bit right here. It's off, but that's what you want. He's now in the saddle position where he's got both knees outward, and both feet outward, and his shot is behind this foot. That's what you want. So your hip will come a little bit off at that point, but he's done rotating at that point. Okay, now he's just driving the right against the left foot block. So you can see how as you land, the foot doesn't rotate, the heel comes down, and right at this point, you start going linear and you start shifting off. Your hips start shifting off that right foot. Okay? All right, the next point. You see when your left toes land right here, you see how Joe Kovacs is in the saddle position, like I described. Feet are facing outward, away from each other. The knees are out, okay? And the shot is back here. Your shot's good. It's outside this foot. Your left foot looks good. The knee's out here. Your right foot's out here. But you can see how this left knee is facing inward. This knee has to rotate out, like you see Joe Kovacs is here, out to the front. Okay, take a look at how he brings his left knee and foot right here. Watch how he rotates it. See how he rotates that left side? The left knee and foot, so it lands open to the front. Okay, now let's take a look at yours. You see you just kind of plop it down right there? That's kind of that, because of that linear motion you have. You're not rotating. What that does, when you land with your foot like that, you can't see it too well here, but your hips are kind of closed off. Now you see how open his hips are. Okay, they're right to the camera. Yours are facing not toward the camera, but more toward the back of the circle a little bit. Okay, so you lose some the separation where you want those hips ahead of the shoulders. Okay. You can see just about right here how your shoulders and hips are almost in alignment. Okay. Or he's got his hips way out in front. See, before his shoulders get to the front, his hips are already there. Okay. He comes off the ground right there before the shots, a little bit. The left foot's on the ground, the toes of the right foot's just barely off the ground as the shot just comes out of his hand. So let's take a look at you. Right about here. Yeah, that's not bad. But you see how straight your right leg is? Remember to keep that knee down. You got to bring that heel up, that right heel up, which will keep this knee down. You see Joe Kovacs' right knee is down. See how the heel is up? That's because he's driving that right side around the left. He's not using it so much for lifting. He's using it to drive around the left side. You see how his left leg extends fully right there? right there to give lift into the throw. As the right pushes the right hip forward. Okay. A little bit hard to see in the dark you got here, but you see how your left leg, the shot's just about out of your hand. The left leg really never fully extended. It's still bent here. And watch how much your foot had to rotate right here. Watch how your left foot rotates. See that? That's killing your block, okay? If you want to have a good block, you got to keep that foot solid. Let's watch Joe Kovacs, see what he does. He never brings his heel down, but you can see how his foot doesn't move, it doesn't rotate. Once he's landed, it doesn't move. He's got something to push against, okay? With your block foot turning like that, you've got nothing to, really to push against with the right side and the hip. It's hard to tell right here, but it doesn't look like your right hip is past. It probably won't be because you went up with this leg vertically rather than pushing that hip forward. Okay, let's take a look at your other video. Okay. I would take that left arm all the way to 3 o'clock, hard, out to here, before you bend it. Let's watch Joe Kovacs. Watch how he comes. See, watch his left arm. Watch how it comes all the way out to 3 o'clock. See that? All the way out to that direction. All the way. That helps to bring these hips around. Okay? See how it works together with the right leg? The right arm, or left arm and the right leg? See how they move together? Okay? So I would bring this left arm all the way out to 3. Drive it hard all the way. And then you want to wrap it back across your chest. Right here. Out to 3 and then wrap it back right here. Okay? Let's take a look how you wrap the arm back. Okay, yeah, you should have this hand probably a little bit lower. We kind of talked about that a little bit, where it looks like right here. It looks like you're coming vertical. See, your left arm goes up in the air. And then your left leg is coming up to a vertical position. So you want to keep driving this way into the circle. Pull the left arm to there, but don't let it go up like that for the extra lift. I think you're doing that because you're trying to swing this right leg through with a straight leg. And if you bent that leg, you'll notice it'll be up in the air a little bit higher. Because you're swinging it through like a pendulum, I think it coming a little bit too close to the ground, where normally if your foot was under the knee right here, the knee would be a little bit higher. So you barely have the knee up at all right here. On the right, let's watch Joe Kovacs. See how high his knee is? His thigh is almost parallel to the ground. His knee's this high. See how low yours is? Because you're just kind of swinging it through. Okay. I think that's why you're trying to jump up, is to try to get this foot off the ground a little bit more. But you can see if you bend the knee, this foot comes up plenty high off the ground. Like on Joe Kovacs here. Okay. And there, okay. Here you can see the right foot landed again. And this, the right foot's landed, the left foot is still way behind. Okay. It's where you've got to drive that left arm around, drive the hips around. Okay. Drive the hips around while you're in the air, right here. Okay. Your left hip is just not getting all the way around very quick. Okay. This is the time to do it, when both feet right here, this moment, both feet are off the ground. That's when you can really turn the hips. Let's watch Joe Kovacs. As soon as he gets in the air, see how he rotates the hips around? You need that time in the air to move those heavy limbs, the heavy lower body in the air to move faster than the upper body. Okay. Okay, now we talked about the angles here, trying to make sure the shin is the same as the upper body. It doesn't look too bad here. Yeah, it's not too bad. It looks pretty good. Yeah, you can see over the heel, right heel just dropped, landed right there. You see how the right foot doesn't turn? And then here you can see on the left toes land, how the knee is facing out this way to 9 o'clock, and it should be out this way about 7:30, 6:30, out this way to the throwing section. Okay. Then watch this left foot. You can see how it turns because you've got the foot blocked off too much. This toe should be more open to the front. It's going to go there anyway. See how it turns? You might as well land it out there so you don't have to turn it. Once it lands, you can just stick and hold. Okay. You see I'm trying to watch to see if the left leg ever fully extended. Looks like it's still bent right here and the foot's off the ground. All right, so you want to keep this knee down. You want to keep this heel up, which will push that knee down. You want to, whole point is to get that right hip ahead of the left hip before you release. Okay, you want to keep that left foot on the ground as you're releasing. It's a good block of the left arm here. You see the left elbow? It should stop right here. The left elbow should be stopped, left shoulder, right here. Let's put this on the shoulder. Let's see if you go back any. Yeah, see how far the shoulders have gone back? That shoulder should stop there, and everything should move forward. Let's see if we can see that with Joe Kovacs. Right here. Okay, so his left side, can't really see it, but let me put a line there. Let's create a vertical line right there. All right. Now, his left shoulder shouldn't go past that line. I don't know what's going to happen with it. Let's see. Yeah, see how everything's moving forward into the shot? When you threw it, it looks like almost your body was being pushed back by the shot. It's because you're not driving forward into it. That's what that's why it looked like that, because your left shoulder was actually going back. Everything should be going forward. That left shoulder's got to stop like a pole, and everything's got to move forward from there. Okay? You'll get a lot more distance. Yeah, in order to get your left foot to the toe board, you're going to have to land past the center of the circle. And I think if with a little more linear drive here, not see how the leg's vertical here, you want to get off with the knee down. Right here is with the left arm is where you want to drive that left arm to the back, to the front of the circle, I guess. This way. Drive it to the front of the circle. Let it pull you in. Keep that left knee down low. And yeah, your foot's landing, I don't even think to the middle of the circle. I think their toes are actually on this side of it, the front side of it, or the back side, toward the back end of the circle. And let's see where the left foot lands. Yeah, you're losing about a foot right here. Okay, and then you should practice the reverse so you can get that right hip going through. All right, that's about all I had. So if you have any questions, let me know. And we'll wait to see your discus videos. All right, thanks.